Good evening, folks. It's 2136 on the 17th day, 4th month, 2023. Get in your arks, get ready, South Island, New Zealand. You guys about to get some old schmackaroos here. Your 24-hour totals is looking like I'm getting close to 4 centimeters. Your 3-day totals unrelenting, and you're up to the 10s and on the 5s as the, oh my God, as the second tundra comes down from the north and meets the one coming up from the south. It's the recipe for disaster, and I'm so happy I had the guts to take a chance to be wrong, to do the right thing, which the weather forecasters need to start doing, and give these people sufficient warning. Expect that total to rise a little bit. I'm not 100% agreeing with the Nelson total. Yeah, because it depends on how the wind it comes in around this corner here. When it meets the low, it's coming from the south. So, without further ado, let me show you the doodle. It ain't looking too great for the people here in the far north either. One of the forecasts is absolutely showing the coastal roads here having some big problems. Big problems. But you ain't as eminent to having the disaster. So New Zealand, you're going to get most of my attention today. This coast road here is going to have problems. They can't make their mind up who's getting what tundra, right, as it comes over through Vanuatu over here. And I can show you on Mimic some of the moisture movement that's going on. So all this tundra here has been worked in. See the dive down move and a sweep of a radar pulled it over. It's cut the moisture here. The low that's getting Queensland now is off the coast here down low. And this is now on its way down. It's meeting one that's coming across from down here that's doing a fold right now. It's gathering that. This comes up, pinches up the corner, catches this coming across. Then all the moisture of this is going to sweep in. So I've been collected already right here. That's a lot of water. My God, you poor folks, you are really going to get a deluge, and it's going to happen quick. See the beam guiding line that aims like kind of right here in this image right about here. You see a pretty good line form right there. Yeah, it's evidence of EMF manipulation. There's a lot of things that you can do with electromagnetic frequency. A few pulses down at the poles as well. Bzz, you see that big fry right there? Right here. That's a big blast. Tiger much? You know, these are those super darn radars. Bzzzt. Bzzzt. Boom! Raise chem bombs. Chem bombs is definitely in the order of the day today. The toxification of the coastlines here is a total schmear out, an absolute shitstorm. You can see if I go over here toward Vanuatu, you'll see some of the motion that's going to be in the ocean here of them splitting. That flow that's now coming down in toward New Zealand, and it's the driving network is EMF, and it's very low deck, being fueled by the chem bombs. See this chem bomb in front here, and that'll catch all the moisture and the dynamics of this low as it does a circulation there, and she's going to steam toward New Zealand. Boom! Look at this plume here. Pow, pow, pow. Biff, bam, bop. Batman, where are you when we need you? Or are you busy sliding down the pole with the boy wonder? Who knows? Hey, Wangy Falls, boy, did you get some streamers of chem bombs over the top of you? Look at this crap. All the way out to sea. All the way from Carpentaria, moving 2 different directions of flow. So we got a split right here. Right? This descends here. This is moving up. And the flow split is here. And it's going to help the dynamics to fuel some storms inland here a bit today. And we could expect a bit of thunderstorm action up there, I imagine. All the dynamics of that kind of show me that's going on. So let's see if I'm right. Oh yeah, it had to. Oh, that's in a few days. Here's what they say is going to happen right now. Right now. It's up to us to make our tomorrow. Right now. Everything's at stake. Yeah, these are really nasty storms. Look like they're going to move across the far north today. And they're going to be kind of heavy. But, you know, when you got stuff like this, you know, preceding it, the bombs, it kind of showed me it was going to happen. All the flows said so. Where the flows go, the weather goes too. Now let me see if we can get New Zealand in the frame here. Hello, you. Oh, it looks like Manoa over Mawanoa. What a frickin' shame. Look at these campamps here. Boom, boom, boom! Go to plumes over the North Island. Oh, my. You poor folks. Got a big square up the coast here. Not naturally occurring cloud formation. We got here. Pow, right off the coast. 1, 2, 3. That's there. 1, 2, right there. Those are chem bombs. Coming over the land. In case anybody wants to see. If you don't know where your cities are by now, well, they don't tell you where they are in New Zealand. For some reason, I don't think that's important on the map. But to give you a reference, it's like Auckland and Nelson. Those areas of interest to you. Cook Strait, right? You know, all these places on the map. Right here. I'll just keep that up for my my reference. Right, where was I? I was over here showing the abomination of it all. How the man-made weather has decided to take away your sunshine today. The only D you're getting is not from the vitamins, that's for sure. Look, look like a puzzle piece there, huh? Just a shitstorm of chem here. Look at that bomb with a tendril, tendril, tendril. Same over here, tendril and tendril. Sky tendril line. And that formation will be caused by the mountains. It happens quite often. But not that. That big square. And look at this here looking like the falcon. Or is it the buzzard? That's worse than seeing the tiki, I think. Picking our land dry, man. Burnt, scorched earth policy right before your eyes. Salts and acids falling out on your soils, and you wonder why things are having trouble growing. How thick are your tomato skins these days? The ones I'm seeing and trying to taste are not pleasant. And they're a bit bitter. Some tomatoes look like they're sprouting in the store inside. That's something new, huh? Wow. Big old square over the center. You guys got fried right over the volcano. Look at that great big 6 right here with a dot in the center. A deployment going along. You get it blown for some kind of a high up platform. And it can lob stuff in all sorts of directions from one spot. Projectiles, artillery, and calculated releases of chemical catalysts in your skies to cause the dynamics that make the marvels of weather. As I zoom in here, I marvel at the intelligence of people going along with the taking of sunshine at all. When all we ever want is a sunny day, why you agree to not have one? It's counterintuitive to happiness. See, that was like a W, not natural. Bombs all off the coast here, swirling, curving, straight lines here. This is a what in the hell fireworks show right off your coast. Not just done with microwaves. Chemtrails. Streaming over Tasmania. Not naturally occurring cloud formation is going to be fueling the demise of them when this storm comes through that strait. Bombs here, there, and everywhere. It's impossible to miss. See the dot? See the streamers coming out? Pow, and more. And more. And more. Shardy skies right there over Melbourne. Boom! The flower of death. Or was it a Mercedes logo, and isn't it illegal to advertise in the sky like that? What is this, a symbol here of another alphabet that we're not used to? It is just absolutely scandalous that this type of stuff is going on. It's absolutely scandalous. Who knows? What's going to be the final straw? Will it be the human that drops last and nobody hears the sound, or the tree? Well, you know, people are dropping silent now with their voices stuck in their throats, and the censorship demanding that you say lies or else you don't get the rewards that the state promises you. The big they, the government, the mente, the governing, the mind, the control of it all, as the sickness mix descends over the country and towards the desert. What a fucking shame. See the EMF go through? Big line sweeping up. I'll get a little faster. I'll zoom out. You'll see it. See it boiling out in from here. That's EMF. Causing dynamics and flows. It looks like it's circular. So that's like a running sideways vortex. Stirring the atmosphere up. Creating a lift that this can't go south into. Right? It has to go in that direction. It's being forced along. An electromagnetic frequency fueled plasma matrix. See the wave of it going through here? That's very low wave frequency coming across that Deca cloud. Something you'd expect to see here because they have an emitter that does that there. Look at these bombs here off your coast. These are chem bombs. These are being fueled by man-made devices from ScopeX, most likely funded by the Gates Foundation and other private individuals who have a vested interest in the destruction of known food supplies. Because they have fake food for you. They want you to eat bugs that are loaded with parasites. Yeah, insects are loaded with parasites. And sometimes it only takes 2 cells of some of them to grow in your body. And we don't need that. I personally try to avoid the parasitic diet in people. And almost like the word vax written in the sky right there. The sky does not need a vaccine. The sky needs to be left alone. All this stuff needs to fall out. And then we worry about the blame game and the punishments. Because first thing is the solution. And the solution is to stop. To just say no to the Paris Agreement. Because it disagrees with all life on the planet. So I'm going to go with, I want to go with the weather plan. And I'm going to do a zoom back. But my voice is a bit shot. So here we go. Welcome to your day. The predicted line of storms that's gonna do all the fuckery in New Zealand is well on its way. You're looking probably about 4 days before your biggest batch hits. And that batch right there is going to be big. But it's not the biggest one you're going to get, Nelson. You've got a much bigger hit coming than this one. That's a prelim. This one swells the streams. So the next one can kill the dreams. And as it sweeps across the North Island, depositing its loads of chemically laden rains, here comes the curveball from out of the bite to pick up the momentum of this one coming through. And this is going to get to be nasty. And I'm trying to get some of the Cook Islands in on this, so you can see that as well. Because they're copying it. When that tendril got moved toward New Zealand, they split the rest of it toward the Cook Islands. And they're going to be devastated as well. Inundated, flooded, man-made caned. Because man has come. And all of his greed, and all of his not give a fuck. That is the worst character of an inhumane being. Descends upon New Zealand on the 22nd. And this year is probably about lunchtime. On Saturday. Big storms going on, and conditions will be tornadic that day because the warmth mixing with that much cold and these dynamics will flow. There's no other way that's going to go. I said tornadic. Doesn't mean you're going to have a tornado. There's lots of conditions are tornadic. Micro downbursts of rain, hailstones, frequent like dangerous lightning as well. Not just frequent, but dangerous cloud to ground. As she skates across to the tip and out to sea, you get a second batch of cold comes through. And a little bit of snowflakes down in the fjord lands. Jingle belling it up and up to the Richmond Ranges. Like you needed that. Like that's all you needed. Yielding some incredible totals. This is what they say. This is what Access says. And Rubber says, you're fucked, you're fucked, you're fucked, you're fucked, you're fucked. Get in your arcs. Be aware, be ready, and be knowledgeable. Alright, your turn. Hi there. Na 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 na. Oh, it's a can. Boom, 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 morning weather. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, is it going to yield you some lightning show today? Yeah, it might get a little water spouty even out here. That would surprise me. But it wouldn't. Boom, bitty boom, 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 boom. Stick it on your head. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's just the wetness continuing. Just a continual cycling of welcome to the wetness. I think this is more of your concern. How bad is it? Bad. And what words am I going to use here? Expect these totals to rise, because that whole tendril hasn't come ashore yet. I'll buy the stat on this 10, because on the rain and thunder rumblers and the 10s, it's showing a pressure buildup of this, which is a total continuation of the flow into Queensland from the tropics. You're going to have one hell of an April showers month. Your 420 is going to be a bit saggy. Let's have another look at eclipse day here for the sweat of totality, which is going to come across the world like that. Let's have a quick look at the 20th for you. Well, it's about the time the eclipse comes over. Xmas is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, in the morning, my time. So 3 o'clock in the morning, my time is about 10 o'clock in the morning, your time. Oh, you know the eclipse comes over during the daytime, right? That's a given. Somebody asked me what time of day the eclipse would come over. Yeah, it's usually during the day. Yeah, you look like you're doing all right. You're on a line of volatility. If they can bomb it, it'll rain. Because all the dynamics and the pressure flows could say that can happen. But with the high pressure locked in place like this, I say bring some sunscreen. You're going to need it. And enjoy that beautiful eclipse. Does somebody take some time to look at it with your own eyes? Everybody's going to be photographing it. And have a moment. Take some silent time and reflect upon the state of this planet, upon the state of everything that's going on. All across the everything, the big everything. Because the big everything is so small in comparison to the big all. We're just one planet. That needs to be avoid being annoyed by the annoying noise of the world as these chemists just streaming over to help propagate that EMF waveform. You know that's not a natural thing there with the crystals. This is not the assumption, no. We're making a lot of assumptions that this is a contrail. It's not. Don't be conned by the government. Government scammed you far too often. Don't be a fool. It's okay to be fooled. Happens to all of us. But to stay fooled, man, only a fool loves the fool that fools the fool. And the chem bombs here are them fooling with the weather. Crossing out all life on the planet. And it disgusts me. So you guys stay safe. You be vigilant. I got your backs. Big love. Peace.